What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're going to be doing a video from Anton Daniels. Now, keep in mind, my computer is running a little bit slow today. I'm going to have to upgrade this very soon, so I will be posting a video on that very soon of me actually upgrading my desktop, install new software, install new components, doing all that. And that'll be probably going on to the Patreon. But today we're going to be doing a video for Anton Daniels, as I said before, and this is one. This is the one where Melly and Jazz get into it. Check this out.
Yep,
It
that's
is,
true. So
you
facts.
do get
Facts.
outcasted. We can't act like this isn't a thing. If you don't fit into that whole stereotype, they want to say you're not black or you a sellout or whatever.
Can I chime in? Because there's this constant I feel like because what the media projects and propagates about Black people, everyone seems to think that every Black person has grown up in the hood, been to the hood, had a hood experience, and so they think that that's the worldview for all Black people, and it's just simply not. And so going back to, because I really am exhausted with the constant headline of bashing Black women and Black people just in general, Black men, Black women. It's like, is there anything else to talk about?
The Black community does it to itself, though.
Okay, Molly, can I finish, love?
And for us to be the minority, we have to say, and we're committing most of the crimes. We can't sit here and act like it's not
We're committing
problem.
most of the crimes
as the minority.
This is why I say what I'm saying. Please allow me to finish. But this is why I say what I say, because we really have been brainwashed to believe that we're the biggest crooks and criminals out here, and that could not be.
No, we're not. But we also think that we don't do any wrong.
Molly, can I please finish without you interrupting, though? Thank you. So all I'm saying is this: you had your experience because you grew up in the hood. You know hood things. You went on to get to school, and they made fun of you for it. I can't say that I had that experience, and I grew up around all Black people. I went to a dominantly white high school, but there was a big chunk of Black people there. My neighborhoods were all middle class to upper class Black people, right? So there are levels to this, and just like Dennis was saying, what's being propagated is this byproduct of ratchetness, and y'all want to paint that picture overall, and it's not. And my issue that I have with the so-called joke, which was very tasteless, wasn't funny, that was a moment where they were pointing out the positive things of being with a Black woman. The positive sides of being with a Black woman will have a Black, any racist man, because let's be clear, if you are a Black man that gets with a woman who's stylish or has it, whatever, she's going to elevate you in that realm too. But it's a sight to see when it comes to white men, because we have this idea of how white men dress and how they act. But then when they get with a Black woman, all of a sudden they take a little more pride in their appearance. Their hairline is a little more crispier. The swag is a little tighter, right? That was a moment to be on. To point out a positive factor in regards to Black women, which is something that we don't usually see, especially on these platforms. And that white man had to use that moment to point out a negative stereotype about a specific type of Black people and Black woman, and try to say, oh no, it couldn't be no positive aspect of them dating a Black woman. It's because they getting hit in their face or they're always complaining. And that's what I just don't, I can't honor that. And we have to stop sweeping over disrespect with it was a joke. Because in the context of their conversation,
he's a comedian. You guys will laugh at any other person that he talks about. He talks about everybody.
Molly, I'll let you know when I'm finished, love. I love to hear your perspective, but not when I'm speaking. Thank you. So as I was saying, what I'm saying is that was tasteless. That in that moment, in that context, they weren't joking. They were simply talking about the Black wife effect. My question is, that was a positive moment. Why did he have to make a negative joke, something so stereotypical and something using his platform that will have other people believing this? I think
it's not a lie, though. Listen, I was on this panel last week. And the man said white men get a better version of Black men than Black men do. And I said, no, that is not true. And Andrew Schultz sat there and he proved my point. No, they do not always get the best version of a Black woman. Sometimes they do get slapped upside their head. Sometimes they do deal with ratchet women. Like they do. And we can't sit here and say that we're being disrespected, though.
You know what, Molly? Because I've been cut off enough. Quite frankly,
Okay, let me just interject right here before they start getting to it. Now, what Jazz is saying is black women get a bad rep, especially when it comes to dating any race of men because of the perpetual image that black women has garnered over the years through ratchetry, through a lot of stuff that they've done themselves. It's not due to us black men talking about black women. It's due to everybody in the world seeing how black women act, whether it be going overseas to different countries or whether that be how they interact with police. Same thing with black men, but still. And also the way they interact with other races of people in the United States. These people have formed their opinions on black women based upon their experiences with black women. It's not because of what black men are saying. Problem is, and what Jazz fails to realize is, black women have shitted on the image of black men for the longest damn time. Now, when the mirror is being damn turned around and held on them, they don't want to look at the fact of their image is down in the gutter, just like black men. Although we're trying to build ours back up, despite the negative talking points that's coming from the divestors. Let's continue.
Slapped upside their head. Sometimes they do deal with ratchet women. Like they do. And we can't sit here and say that we're being disrespected, though.
You know what, Molly? Because I've been cut off enough. Quite frankly,
it's the truth. No, girl, listen.
Are you
it's
that
the
type
truth.
Of black woman? Are you that type of black woman? Am I? Or is Carrie? Is Val?
Me and you are
Mama?
not the same. We don't even carry ourselves the same.
Are any of your peers? Are any of my peers that way? No. So
yeah. And I know ratchet black girls that date white men. Like, what are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that
my husband is white. Jazz, my husband is white. We're not about to have this conversation when I'm sick. I literally am in a German and English immigrant family.
No wonder you think the way you think, baby, because you
what
really
do you
believe,
mean?
You really believe that all black women are violent like that. And we're not.
No, I don't believe. Do you see me sitting here getting as buck as you are right now?
You just want to argue with me tonight, and I don't know why, because you're not.
I'm not arguing with you.
Okay, to that point, all black women aren't the same. I'm going to sit here and say that all black women are not the same. But there's a majority of black women that is violent and ghetto. Despite what I want to say is the honest truth. I've met more wretched black women than I've met traditional or not even traditional, but classy black women, I should say. I've met more ratchet ones than classy ones. And that's my own experience. And I'm pretty sure that's the same for a lot of black men. It's not just me saying that. It's a bunch of black men. But I'm a withhold my lived experiences, but that's what I've experienced. But let's continue.
You, Jazz, you the one that's turned up, huh? But you think that I'm not gonna say anything because you're being loud.
But you're not even being respectful in this moment. I can't even finish my thought without you jumping in.
I turned off my mic and you were still talking.
Well, no, I have been talking and you've been cutting me off, sis. So which stance you want to take? Because all I'm trying to get you to understand is that it's not cool. It's not cool for a white person to take a positive moment speaking about quality black women and the effects and impact that they have on men, right, when they date them, to making it seem as though
black women don't even like black women. Girl, I'm pretty sure you will talk mess about a black woman in a blink of an eye.
No,
he made a joke.
I don't do corny shit like that. I'm not set up like that. My characters, I gain nothing by taking down my sister. I gain nothing by taking down my brother. I'm all about community. And that's why
I don't want the representation of me to be some ratchet woman. But that's what it is. Why? Because that's what's being portrayed on the media.
Who told you that?
Maybe make the Stallions twerking on stage for Kamala Harris during a political event. Let's start there. But this is not a thing. This is our representation politically.
Listen,
and we're sitting here acting like we're not the butt of the joke. If you took, I was not offended because I know that there is some truth to that.
I'm done, y'all. This is exhausting because you're so fixated on believing what you've been.
Josh, you just always want to be right. You don't like any
I'm not
pushback.
trying to
But
be
the
right.
thing
I'm actually
is,
being very objective.
you
with what
have
I'm
to be
saying.
open to other people's
I hear
perspective.
what you're saying. I understand, and I say that you are right. There are some Black women in general, who can be violent towards their men. What I'm saying is that is not the majority of our sisters.
But you can also use that same argument when it comes to black men with their women. Because you see a lot of black women saying all black men are violent. Meanwhile, not all black men are violent. That's the crazy. She basically just proved what black men have been saying. Y'all want to be differentiated when it comes to y'all being violent, but then again, y'all group all black men in the same in the same in the same group of being violent. It's funny how you don't want that stereotype to be on you, but yet you perpetuate that stereotype when it comes to black men and what black men do with their damn penis. That's the crazy part. Y'all call black men bullet bags, dusties, brokies, all this shit, but then when it gets turned around on you, it's a problem. I don't understand that.
That's the gut for black women last week. I already understand. I understand this, but we still do have to be honest. We walking around with ridiculous looking BBLs. We're constantly loud. Like, come on, you go around.
You're right. You know what? We're just terrible people. He was absolutely right. Andrew Schultz is absolutely right about black women.
Is there not room for improvement in the black community?
Of course there is, and there's also room.
So what are we talking about?
Of course, there's room for improvement, but can you also agree that there's also room for improvement of people's perspective on how they view black women? Because if the view
because every time I look on the news, I see some black woman looking ratchet doing something ratchet. Like,
so what are you paying attention to? Why are you always around such ratchetry? Because I'm not. Where do you?
I'm not, but what's being portrayed, because the women that actually have some class, they're not doing that.
Do you go to the country club? Do you hang out at prestigious lounges? Do you go into political events? Do you really communicate? Are in community with quality black people, or is all you know is ratchet women? Because that's what it sounds like. Because I know the rooms that I'm in, yeah, we like to have a good time, but we're elevated, intelligent.
Listen, if that wasn't the case, these white girls, all these other girls from all these other ethnicities, they sit there and they do the same belligerent stuff that they see black girls do. They buying lips, they buying butts. So why are we sitting here acting like this is not a thing?
We know that it's a thing, but it is such a thing that's all you can consume, that you forget about the other side of it, that there are positives to the black culture, that there are quality black people out here. The hyperfixation on everything negative in the community.
What are the quality black people doing though? Are they shaking their butt?
Why don't you let me finish speaking, ma'am? Like,
how long
you always dominate the top. You always dominate the panels.
You know what? You're right.
You dominate.
Y'all got it. I'm done.
And you are. What point are you trying to prove to me, though?
If you believe that is the majority of the women that you're around, then I would suggest that you find better quality environments to hang around in. Because at the end of the day,
is what we're showing off.
At the end of the day, you are very white assimilating. At the end of the day, your mindset and your perspective is already skewed as a black woman because of what you do and how you do it and who you do it with, sis. And
because I saw that where I grew up,
all black women
it was a dead end.
Are ratchet because that's what you've been told by your counterparts.
So I don't think all black women are ratchet. What are you talking about?
I'm done.
The portrayal of black women is ratchet. We have embraced a very ratchet.
Nobody is embracing
what black woman do you look up to?
That is what's.
What Jazz is trying to avoid is the fact that a lot of black women do praise ratchet behavior. You'll see most black women doggone twerking in the damn street, twerking every damn where, and then over here defending them twerking every fucking where. Talking about it's a tribal dance. They literally say, it's a tribal dance from Africa. Meanwhile, in Africa, there's twerking in there dancing, but the thing is, it's not just twerking. These bras were literally spread their legs fucking 180 damn degrees apart from each other and doggone twerk on the damn floor, throwing that ass up and down, and then doggone sticking their tongue out saying, all that bullshit. That is y'all's image. Meg the Stallion Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, even though she ain't even black, but still. Glorilla, Suki Hana, damn, Ugly Red. All of them hoes is the representation of you. Y'all listen to their music. Y'all made these women famous. Y'all hold these women in high regard. Y'all do that. That's not because of black men. Y'all do that for yourselves. Y'all listen to that shit. Y'all do the shit that they talking about doing in that damn music. That is on y'all. Stop trying to sit here and doggone shift the blame to somebody else for y'all's image being trash like that. Well, y'all listen to the shit that makes y'all trash in the first place.
Tell me what black woman. No, Jazz. What black woman do you look up to?
Oh my God, girl.
Do you have any black women you look up to?
Girl, I'm
that's in the public spotlight.
Misunderstanding me, and I'm once again the one.
I understand you, but we have to you can't just see things. You gotta have some nuance.
Look up to you. Do you have any black women you look
what
up
are you
to?
talking about? My mother is black. My grandmother is black.
Girl, get out of here. Get out of here.
But I'm talking about as far as public figures. Who do we have representing us as far as public figures? Who are they taking to the White House? Glorilla. Who are they having dance on stage for political events? Meg Thee Stallion. So I'm not about to sit here and do this with you today, Jazz. I'm really not, okay? I love you to death. I understand where you be coming from as a woman, but we have to be honest. You're not being honest. Kamala Harris showed us who our representation was. It was Meg Thee Stallion. You want to sit here and tell me that that's not ratchet? It's ratchet to me. Maybe it's not ratchet to you. Maybe that's your norm. But for me, that's not my representation.
But can we also agree that there are two different subcultures in the black community for the most part?
That's why black people are never going to get anywhere. Y'all have too many subcultures and cultures. Get on one accord.
I was going to finish.
You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say,
go ahead, but I'm just saying, black people, the whole black community is not on one accord. We want to sit here and talk all of this, and we want to say white people are so bad, but y'all cannot stop giving y'all money to white people. Y'all following white people's footsteps. Y'all follow every single thing that they do, but all of a sudden, we can't be mad because we're being stereotyped, but we will stereotype a white person in a heartbeat.
This is why I disagree with her to a certain extent. We do keep giving our money to white people. Think about it. Almost every industry is owned by black people, owned by white people, not black people, owned by white people. Whether it be grocery stores, although there's some, but we don't really shop there because they're not nationwide. They're in small parts of town. So grocery stores, car dealerships, fashion, all owned by white people, with the slight bit of black entrepreneurship, but none to the scale of a Gucci, Fendi, or damn Shein. Baseball teams, basketball, I should say sports. We don't own those industries. We really don't. Tech, we don't own any of those industries. Tech, entertainment, manufacturing, grocery, none of those industries we own. So it's true that we can't keep our dollar not circulating in our community. But that's because there aren't black companies that are nationwide. So say for instance there was a black grocery store in one part of the country, it's not in the same part, it's not in another part of the country. They're not nationwide, they're not global. So you can't shop where you can't get what you want. If you know what I mean. Like you can't shop somewhere where you can't actually go. If I want to go to if I wanted to go to a particular black grocery store and it's not in my state, I can't shop there. So I can't give them my money to go back into this community. That's the problem. But what I disagree with her on is this. we don't follow behind white people in that way. We follow behind them. We fall behind them when it comes to when it comes to like going to their neighborhoods and shit like that. Yes, we do, but we don't follow behind them in the sense of culture, and the way that we move. We do our own thing, especially when it comes to style and all that shit. They follow behind us, but we don't. How to say this? We don't separate ourselves far enough from them to actually become our own people. We're all intermingled. We're all mixed in with each other. That's what I mean.
And I don't think ghetto has a color. First off, white people can be ghetto, Asian people can be ghetto, Hispanic people can be ghetto. We see it every single day. And if you want to sit here and talk about where we get our culture from, when economists are saying that we get our culture from Southern redneck white people, I don't want to hear it. Like, y'all have to come with a better argument than, oh, we're the best representation. So why aren't women who are a good representation of the Black community put on those pedestals? Because all I see is stripper rappers.
Because that's not what people want to see. But I do agree with you, Melly. Why aren't the classy Black women, or as you would call it, why aren't the good, respectable, presentable Black women at the forefront of the community? Because nobody wants to follow behind that. It's all. See, the thing is, back then, and I'll say the mid '60s and the early '70s, right before Me Too and all this shit, or right before the feminist movement happened, or let's say the early '40s. Those women followed behind other women when they were classy. Yes, there were hoes back then. But those hoes wasn't the masses. Those hoes wasn't the image of Black women. When you see a Black woman from back in the day, they were all in their church outfit, a dress, a nice dress, presentable. Now, these hoes got face tattoos, piercings all over their fucking face, BBLs looking like a damn basketball, then blew up in their ass, all this shit. It's the image now is stripper, rapper, hoe. That's the image for Black women now. And I agree, it shouldn't even be like that. Just like back in the 90s and early 2000s, gangster rap was the image for Black men. Now it's more towards sports and entertainment still. But Black men are starting to break out of that. That's the thing.
Okay.
Well,
So
go ahead.
I'll go ahead. I was going to just say, first off, as far as the joke, yes. First off, as far as the joke, it was just a joke. I mean, I grew up on raunchy. I grew up on raunchy comedy, so I'm like, it's just a joke. First off, but number two, I want to talk about the two subcultures within the Black community. You got hood culture. Me, I was raised in church culture, and in church culture, as far as things in the hood, I never experienced that. So I have a completely different view as someone who was raised in hood culture, and those are just two prominent cultures.
I was raised in the church.
But
hold on, Marty.
But I was gonna say, as far as even with white people, I was gonna say, since we're a smaller demographic, like if you look at white people, I think they were like 60% of the population in the U.S. And they have a bunch of different subcultures. You have country white people, you have prominent white people, you have trailer trash white people. It's like you have a bunch of different subcultures, but since they're a bigger demographic, they're able to nitpick. Like not every white person is like a scuba diver or someone that's gonna take it and like do adventures and risk their life and almost kill themselves doing stupid stuff. Are there white people doing that? Yeah. But I'm saying, as far as the jokes, it was just jokes. I don't think anybody.
You know what the problem with that though is, Dennis?
What's popping?
And I understand where you're coming from. Is that we don't separate ourselves from
every other culture does.
Exactly. We don't separate ourselves. If I say, no, I'm only going to align with people that's going in the direction that I'm going in, then we call it sellouts.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never.
I
I
don't have
mean,
to align
sure,
myself with Meg the Stallion and all of them. I don't.
Can I say something in regards to this Meg Thee
I've
Stallion
never
thing?
You
seen
get 30
anyone say.
seconds.
You don't tell me what I get. So what
Hey,
I'm
it was
saying,
a joke.
all
Relax.
right, well, make it funny next time. So what I'm saying is that when it
Get out the
comes to
feelings next
who
time.
Kamala Harris and them, when it comes to who Kamala Harris brought out, that has nothing to do with us. That is propaganda 101.
That's our
No, Molly, please.
Hold
representation.
on,
She
Molly.
could
Hold
have
on,
picked
Molly. Hold
Please,
on,
Molly,
Molly.
damn.
Hey, hold on. Molly,
You're doing a
cool.
lot.
Hold on, Molly, cool.
No,
Jazz, go
not
ahead.
tonight.
Jazz, you get on every panel
Jazz.
doing a lot. Don't start with
I
me
don't
today
care.
because I know I'm
I've been
usually
nothing but
ladylike
nice
and
to
quiet,
you,
but don't get
and
it
you're
twisted.
not even letting me get my words out, girl.
Go
ahead
ahead.
and
But
flick
all
that
you
wig.
do
That's
is talk and
fine.
you never say
It's a
anything,
beautiful
though. So go
wig.
ahead and talk,
I
Jazz.
see you. It's a beautiful wig.
Girl, boo. You have seen my hair before. My hair is
Okay,
killing
well,
yours.
you
And don't
flicking
make
it
it
at
about
me
my
like
hair.
you doing
Don't make it about
something.
me. No, don't make it about me, though. You all the
Well,
way in
okay, well,
Chicago.
don't.
Don't
Okay,
make it
y'all.
about
Hold
me,
on.
honey.
so what
Hold
I'm
on,
saying is
ladies.
this. What? Okay, all right.
Hold
Well,
on,
then
y'all.
talk then.
Hold
You
on.
extra spicy. You
Hold
extra
on,
spicy today, and
y'all.
all I'm doing is
Hold
saying my
on.
I'm
piece.
Hold
extra
You
on.
cutting
spicy
me off.
every day, so you
Hold
might as well
Goofy
learn
ass.
who you talking
on.
to. Don't come at me like you come
Girl,
at every
I've
other
already
woman that
learned who
comes on
you
this
are.
panel,
The
Jazz.
Hold
Okay?
on,
I've
y'all.
learned who
Okay?
you are a long time
Hold
ago.
Okay?
on.
You sleep with a white man. That
Ladies.
says everything.
So what?
Ladies.
I don't
Ladies.
work.
There's a lie.
I don't work. I
Ladies.
don't punch a clock. I
Ladies.
don't have to get up in the morning and go
Good
work
for
for
Hold
a
you. Good
on,
boss
for you,
and
babe.
then
Good
go
for
answer
you.
to a man at the end of
Bravo.
the day.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Listen.
Goofy ass. She doesn't even
Hey,
realize how
yeah.
brainwashed she
Hold
is.
on. Jazz.
Well, that's funny.
Ladies. Ew.
It's
She
really not
kicking it off with
bothering me. I
me.
Hold
promise.
on.
It's
Yo,
not
oh, give
bothering
me
me.
a
She
second.
kicking it off with
Yeah,
me. Girl,
hold on.
bye.
Look
Jazz,
at the chaos.
I haven't cut this girl off all night.
Jazz, can you give me 1 second? Can you give
Go
me
ahead. Cause y'all not gonna make me look like a fool.
Jazz, you can't even let me.
Doing a good
Come on.
job of that for yourself.
So listen, y'all. Let's not attack personal. And the reason that I don't want y'all to attack personal, even though it is great entertainment, I don't want y'all to do that because after we cut this live stream off, it ain't no personal beef. It's all we. I just want to leave it on the panel. Real talk. We don't got no animosity towards each other. Everything is cool. Everybody respect each other. Everybody just passionate about what they saying. All right. So I'm gonna kind of try to run a little bit more interference to allow people to get their points off. Go ahead, Jazz.
All right. So all I wanted to say, and I'm gonna be done with this. When it comes to why Kamala Harris brings out who she brings out, that is very strategically planned and designed because the overall consensus of how they want people to view black people is ratchet, is degeneracy, is wholeness and stripper that, right? So they pander to bring these people out to make it seem like this is what the black people want. They're not going to bring actual good quality leaders in our communities right now that are actually doing the work, that are actually moving things forward, that are in the youth, that are in the communities actually doing the work. No, they're not going to do that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who are those leaders that they're going to allow to come onto their platform, and for black folks to get behind them? Because it ain't going to be Tariq Nasheed. It ain't going to be Jason Black. It definitely ain't going to be Phil Scott. Who are they going to allow? D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Roland Martin, Richie. No, not Richie. Ricky Smiley, Umar Johnson. Well, Umar is half and half, but still, although the 4 to 5 that I just mentioned just now, those are going to be the ones that they're going to doggone try to prop up because those are the ones that they can easily control. You know why? All they gotta do is pay them a little something, and they gonna try to lead you into the slaughterhouse. Same thing that they trying to do right now, especially with DL Hughley, Roland Martin, and Ricky Smiley right now. They all caping for Kamala. Meanwhile, they all know Kamala and are in her pocket. And this ain't even me trying to get political. It's just the fact of the matter is that this is what happens. But they're not going to allow the real people that's trying to lead Black America into greatness to come up. They're not going to. Y'all would rather listen to D.L. Hughley or Steve Harvey talk about what we need as a community. Meanwhile, these two Negroes got all the money in the fucking world. They trying to lead. They trying to tell you need to wait to get some. Meanwhile, they got theirs. Roland Martin is in there for him damn self. He trying to get money for his damn self, so he'll be good. He don't give a shit about you, me, or anybody else. That's the truth. So who are the real leaders that they're going to allow to come out and doggone speak and give a platform to? Because if they give shit, I already know they give Jason Black if they give Jason Black a microphone, he gonna smack them all down. Same thing with Tariq. And if Philip Scott say something, oh my God, it's gonna cause hell. Obsidian, bruh, ain't no way. So the real leaders are the ones that they trying to keep down. The ones that they prop it up in your face, those are the ones that they just prop it up in your face so you can fall in line with them. Look at what's going on. It ain't just me talking about this shit. Look around. Who's the ones that's always in the media? The ones that got the money. Who's the ones that ain't in the media? The ones that's actually telling the truth about a lot of this shit that's going on. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, let's go.
Because that doesn't bring ratings. So you have to understand what you're watching is all smoke and mirrors, Miss Molly. And you cannot sit here and say that just because you've been brainwashed to believe a racist supremacist rhetoric about Black people, that it is the truth. All I'm saying is this: while there are some ratchetry, like Dennis has been trying to explain, there are subcategories, just like within every culture there are, right? But you seem to believe that Black people are the only ones just acting a fool, as if we haven't been strategically placed and designed to be in the place that we are. Now, with that being said, you have to know that there are a subculture of very intelligent, elevated, eloquent, entrepreneurial Black women and men out here today that are really doing the work. Now, if you
Okay, yes, there's very intelligent Black men out here that are business focused and want to actually build. But here's the problem. Black women won't follow behind those men. That is the main problem that's going on in Black America. Black women would rather follow behind their sisters and listen to their sisters when their systems lead them into the wrong path, on the wrong path. That's Black women that's doing that. Y'all don't listen to what Black men have to say. If Black men say something, y'all will take it with a grain of salt and doggone run back towards your sisters with open arms. Meanwhile, that broad will be leading you down the damn toilet. Y'all know it's true. I don't have to sit here and tell y'all what y'all need to hear. Y'all already see it on a daily basis. Look at the way y'all interact with Black men on a daily basis. A Black man say something to you, y'all are already ready up in arms, ready to go at shit. Y'all know it, I know it, y'all know it's true. Let's continue.
If you don't know them, that's on you. But don't sit here and be hyper-focused on the negative side and try to paint the picture for it all, because that's just simply untrue. That's just it. And when it came back to that joke, I'm just saying, can we ever find a time to allow a space to speak positively about the impact of dating a Black woman? Because there are plenty of stories of positive happenings between Black men, Black women, and white men.
But here's the problem with that, Jazz. Y'all always want praise for being a good woman when you should already be a good woman. And what you don't realize is, here's a problem. You want praise for being a good woman. So that in and of itself is a problem. You want to be praised for being a good woman. So that means you're only being a good woman just for the praise. You only want to be praised just for being a good woman. That's the problem. If you don't get praised, then you ain't gonna be worth a damn. But the moment you get praised, the moment you all gonna start doing shit. So it's conditional. If you praise me, I'm going to be a good woman. But if you don't praise me, I'm going to be a trash woman. That's the problem. Black women are a different type of woman when it comes to white men, for the most part. For the most part, black women are different when it comes to white men. Y'all act different. Y'all keep y'all mouths shut. Y'all ain't as aggressive because you try to doggone appeal to that white man's family. But when it really comes down to it, when a black man asks you to do something, like cook a dinner, cook a meal, be his piece when he comes home, y'all raise hell about that. If that black man comes home and is chilling, y'all come out there. If he ain't do something, you come out there and start raising hell with him. That's putting a man back. That's taking away a man's peace. But y'all don't act that way when it comes to white men. I dated a black woman that finished dating a white man. And this is the toxic part about it. She would tell me all about what she'll do for him. What she did for him. I'm over here expecting that she's gonna be doing that shit for me. Nope. She would cook. She would clean. She'll cook before I come home. Well, she'll cook before he come home. Clean up his parents' house because they weren't living there on their own. Cook for his parents. Cook for him and his parents. They still live with the parents. But she wouldn't do that with me. So I said, fuck it. So that's a lived experience that I have. She made dinners, and the bad part is she would tell me about this shit. So I'm over here expecting it from her, and I wouldn't get it. I'll never do that again. I know that.
That man sat up there and had to make it very stereotypical in the name of a joke when it was unnecessary. And you want to sit here and say it was necessary because we need to call out the truth. Him doing that shit is not helping nothing. Him doing that is not ceasing any type of wretchedry or any type of disgust that you may have against your own people. So that's why I have a problem with it. And I have a problem with those men that sat there and hee and ha ha instead of said it with their chest and say, hey bro, relax. That ain't really how black women are. So if we can stop hyper focusing on all the negative sides of things and use our intelligence and understand that there is a positive, then maybe we can get somewhere. Then maybe you will say we're actually progressing and we don't have these problems. But you're fixated on what you've been told to fixate on, and that is to look down on black people. And and I feel sorry for you for that, honey.
Okay, so hold on, wait, hold on. Molly, did you want to respond?
Go ahead, Anton. I'll let you say whatever you have to say.
Well, no, I want to give y'all the floor to say what y'all want to say. I just want everybody to be able to hear. There's nobody gonna be able to hear if y'all talking over each other.
Yeah, I understand. Obviously, if this is what we are being shown as black people, this is what we're embracing, or at least that's what we're showing them we're embracing. So if we're so great, why are we last in everything? What do black people have? And this is not me being racist. I'm black, but the question has to be asked. What makes black people what makes us so special? Because we can be entertainers? What industries do we own? Answer that question for me.
Well, hold on. All right, so let's hold on for a second. Val, did you want to say something?
Oh, okay.
And then I'm coming to Carrie and Toya after that. And then I'm gonna let the guys, if y'all want to say something. You don't have to say something,
No,
Toya.
no, no.
I want Val and then Carrie and then Toya. And then I'm gonna leave it open for the guys and for anybody to say what they want to say after that. But I just wanted to run some interference to make sure that everybody can get their thoughts out clearly.
Okay. So I want to address the question, are Black women getting an unfair shake and do they deserve the reputation? I don't think Black women listen. And the reason why I say this is because we don't listen to how people experience us. And that means Black men, that means white people, it means other cultures. How do other cultures experience us? How do they see us? And I think we get triggered when things are brought out or pointed out, the issues of Black women. We get triggered. We get very and highly emotional because we think people are beating up on us instead of just being silent and listening to how people experience you. Most Black men, we already know, as Anton said, that Black people are not a monolith. I mean, we already know that, as Anton said, that, you know, we know that Black people aren't a monolith. We know there are subcultures. We know that not every Black person or every Black woman is XYZ. We know that. But if you listen to how Black men as a whole and in general, how they experience Black women, just ask them and listen to what they say. And don't say anything. Don't defend yourself. Stop defending Black women. Stop defending yourself. If you listen and you be quiet, you will understand where people are coming from and you'll understand how people experience you. And I think because we are so emotional about, and we're hurt, we're hurt that people say this about us. We're hurt that, you know, we feel that we're being attacked. We are operating from a defense mechanism instead of listening and taking it in and saying, okay, well, do I operate like that? And if I do, then maybe I need to change up my tactics. Maybe I need to change up how I communicate. Maybe I need to change up how I move with other Black men or other people in my life. So I think a lot of Black women are moving from their pain instead of moving from just being silent and listening and observing how people experience you. If you really want to be honest and be realistic, most people experience Black women the way they say they experience Black women. But we're not listening to that. And that's why I say women, I'm going to specifically talk about us because I'm a Black woman. I grew up in the hood and I grew up in some white neighborhoods. I got both. And I've been told that I speak like a Black woman. I've had both. I've been told I'm not Black enough. I'm not white enough, whatever. I don't subscribe to any of that bullshit. What I do is shut the fuck up and listen. And I think we need to start doing more of that because that will take you a lot farther than trying to defend yourself on how people really are experiencing you. And another point I wanted to make is most Black families grew up without a father. We are a very matriarchal culture. We grew up without fathers, so we don't have a Black man experience in our lives. Most of us do not. I'm not saying all, most of us do not have a Black male experience and figure in our life. That attributes to how we communicate with Black men. If you had a Black father in your life, we would not communicate the way we communicate to Black men and to other people. So all I'm saying is, instead of Black women always being on a defense when someone or some culture points out something that we may be deficient in or an issue that we may have, instead of being defensive about it, just be quiet and observe how other people are experiencing you as a Black woman as a whole.
You want to know something crazy? Now, while Val was talking, if you look back on the video, just rewind it back maybe 2 minutes. Look at Jazz. She wasn't even fucking listening. Matter of fact, let me do it. Let me share my screen again. Let me redo it. Let me do it. I'm gonna just rewind it back maybe a minute or so. Watch the lower left screen. Just look at Jazz. Look at her while Val's talking. Looking all over the place, looking to the side of her phone, texting on her phone. Look at everybody else on the panel and look what Jazz is doing. This is the problem that Black women have. They refuse to listen to what somebody else is saying. And then they be mad when somebody else calls that shit out. Black women, I love y'all, and I just want y'all to know that I love y'all. But a lot of y'all have problems with male authority. Y'all have problem with the male authority, and you also have problems with somebody holding you accountable when y'all act wrong. When somebody tells you about yourself, y'all get defensive. When somebody tells a Black woman about themselves, about what's going on, about the things that they don't like about what they're doing as far as their behavior, they automatically get defensive. They automatically start raising hell. They automatically start being defensive based upon their different lived experiences, and also based upon their own biases. Even with the bonnet thing, when Monique came out about the bonnet, y'all raised hell about the bonnet, about Monique talking about the fucking bonnet. Black men have been telling you for decades, stop wearing them goddamn bonnets outside. And I say got. Stop wearing them fucking bonnets outside. Y'all raised hell about that. Monique said something about the bonnet. Y'all got mad. If people are complaining about the fucking bonnet, that means stop putting the bitch on. But y'all don't hear us. Y'all don't hear us when we tell you to do something for your own damn good. Y'all look at us as the enemies. And the crazy part is, we're your brothers. We wouldn't tell you something that's going to fuck up your life. We'll tell you something so that it can potentially save your life or give you or yield you a better opportunity. But y'all look at it as we're trying to be controlling. That's the problem. Just because somebody tells you about something doesn't mean that man is trying to be automatically controlling. It means that he's trying to help you. But now Black men have said, fuck it, I'm not helping you no more. And y'all have done it on your own. Black men are tired. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, support.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.